battery hasher update and a request. I have a few rigs to fix today. The request was, how do I get my Watchmon toolkit, my Batrium.com BMS, to trigger my battery hasher, which is up in the shed. I'll show you that in a minute. Right, so basically I just robbed a power switch from, you'll never see that, a power switch from a computer, and run a big long wire. It sort of comes down up over there, back in through there, and then over to here, comes into here, and then goes into these two relays. Now it only needs to be in relay 2, but in my learning process I put it into relay 1 and 2, thinking one turned it on and one turned it off. But as I learnt, it's just as it passes it, it turns it on and off. So it doesn't matter whether it's one. It can just be one. Anyway, let's have a look at the software up here. Oh, and look at this. Being organised is key to any great YouTube video. Rightio. So this is my software here. So I would click on menu, go to Control Logic, and then under Critical here, you got to click Edit. And I change delay transition stop, delay transition start to 1000 seconds, which is 10 minutes. And that's the threshold it's got to cross. So it's got to cross 54.85 volts for 10 minutes before it'll actually change states. So that is delayed restart is on. Now the only one I've got turned on here is low shunt volt. You can use high shunt volt, you can use idle shunt volt, you can do whatever you want. Now that is one setting. Everything else I've turned off. You could do it on ambient temperature, you could do it on Celsius of the cells, you could do high cell or low cell voltage, so you could actually turn it on and off with a high or low cell voltage. You can do supply voltage. There's a bunch of stuff you can do here, but it's all under critical is what turns it on and off. Then you've got to go to hardware and then click on expansion and then edit, and then Watchmon 1, obviously that's down in the shed, Watchmon 4 is up here in the workshop, and then the relay 1 is critical pulse on, and that's all I do. That is all I got to do to actually run turn my rig on and off with my BMS, supplied by Batrium.com. What else have we got? Up here is the battery hasher, like I said I'd show you before. We've got some spare parts over here. We are doing some stuff up here. We're putting where'd the Anderson plug go? I had another Anderson plug, but I'm going to put some Anderson plugs down there in the battery shed so I can actually plug this in and unplug it, so I can run my battery hasher up here. All this has got 600 watts of panels on the roof now, which is not enough, but it'll do to play, and a charge controller that should be here this week. So the battery hasher is running off those batteries now. And for those naysayers who thought that it wasn't actually running off batteries, let's live in one feed without editing. We got battery, we got well, that's negative and that's positive, into Anderson. Those cables go around there. Let's move this out of the way, and into there, and into that power pack. There is no other cables running into this power cable. The power button's there. There is nothing else except for a DVI plug for the actual monitor itself over here. So even the wireless, I've got either on ETH OS, I run wireless, a wireless keyboard and mouse. So it's all out there for everyone to see. Voltage wise, the batteries are, and this is going to be the wrong way around, but look, it doesn't really matter. Batteries are at 53.2 volts. Turn that off and then back on again. And we're sitting at, is that 7 amps? Tops out at 7 amps, drawing from the 48 volt side. And we run around here. Again, being prepared is key to a good video, but this is all you get. There we go, we eventually got it. So that's running 27, 28. Yeah, 20, we'll go 27 amps on the DC side. Now it's a 60 amp unit, so I could actually put 5 cards on this rig. And the way I got the voltage down so much is I changed algos. I went from Ethereum to XMR. And XMR, as you all know, or may not know, uses less power. And with the difficulty drop lately, it's actually sort of profitable again. So it's doing 2,540 hashes. Each card's doing about 850. That bottom one I'm having stability issues with, so I just turned it down by a little bit. But I'm using, what was that one? That is Claymore Miner on ETH to mine. So there we go, guys. That's a bit of an update. I hope you enjoy it. Smash that like button if you like it. If you want to see more, if you got any questions, ask them below. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.